Hello everyone and welcome to Beaver's Hobby channel, and this is the XRX DPA. Now that you saw how it drives, let's talk a bit about the car. So, my first impression is that I'm very impressed with the handling. I can use more throttle with this car. Normally with the 3500 kV motor, I'm going to use about 45 to 50% of throttle, but with this one I can dial it up to 60%, which is really good. And the steering, which is the sliding rack system, this is very smooth and very precise. The next best thing about this car is that they give us a lot of shims and a lot of spaces that we can tune the car. So this is like the first one I've seen in the car before, because normally we're gonna have to buy a lot of stuff that's in this bag alone. It's gonna cost about at least like $10 just to get everything. So this is a very complete package. So next, let's take a look at my current setup. I gotta say, it is not perfect yet, but this is what I got right now, and it is what you saw in the test drive. So the front is a 5 degrees negative camber, so the top of the wheel is leaning into the chassis, and I have 2 degrees of toe out, and the rear is stock setup. I've also put some diff oil inside the shocks. The front I have number 15,000, and the back I have number 30,000. And as you can see, it is very precise and the handling is very good. Comparing with the GLD, let's talk about that a little bit, because these two cars are pretty similar in the system. We have sliding rack on both cars, and as you can see here, the XRX has a little bit more steering angle than the GLD. Overall, I would say it drives pretty similarly. With the XRX has sharp and darting handling, so when I point it, it just goes there, while GLD has a little bit of a smooth and flowing feel to it. However, all of this I can tune it later to suit my test in driving, so I'm gonna need more fine tuning to get all of this to exactly to what I want. All of this is still not final yet, so things might change, and this could also come from the differential as well, because in the XRX I have the locked differential, but in the GLD I have ball diff, and the ball diff is really smooth on this one as well, so that might be the factor. Next, I'm gonna have to talk about the chassis width, because the XRX is much wider than other chassis. So does it matter? Well, yes, because you're gonna have a hard time finding a body that fits. Luckily I have this 94mm wheelbase wide body, which is the Kelso Ferrari F430, and with the wide front it fits really well, and I don't have any intrusion out of the body with the front wheels, which is really nice. And this body handles really well too. So but if you have a standard body like this one, you might have to get the wide body conversion from Garage Hero or something. So just keep that in mind if you want to buy an XRX. Next, the battery that fits inside this chassis, what I have is Giant Power 300 mAh battery. and it fits perfectly in this car. The problem is you can't fit any other battery really well, like this GL size battery, because it is going to be a little bit wider and it's not going to fit inside this bracket. And next, let's talk about something I don't like about this car. My first complaint is the plastic parts are quite soft, like in this bulkhead and also in the knuckles. The knuckles are pretty soft, so be very careful when you screw things in, because you might strip the holes. And the next one is the motor mount. I'm not sure if you can see this, but I'm gonna try and zoom in. This motor mount. So as you can see here, the hole on the mount doesn't line up with the motor, so that's a little bit of a problem, because I'll have to put the screw in at an angle, which is really difficult to do on the camera. Anyway, I'll deal with it later. All in all, I have to say that this is a very complete package. You got everything, and everything works right out of the box. So it is a bit expensive, but I think it is well worth the money. Thanks to Garage RC again for sending me this car for a review. I have to address that this is not a review. This is just my first impressions with this car. So I'm gonna have a proper review later. Of course, I'm gonna have a build video, also my GLD fixing video, and both of the reviews are gonna come out soon. And that's it for this video. Thanks for watching. Keep on drifting, and see you again next time.